This situation keeps getting crazier as folks. No surprise. Yesterday was an absolutely heartbreaking game, one of the worst games, arguably the worst managerial decision in, franchise history, at least in my lifetime. And tomorrow is the big day, and this is also the first live stream in months. So welcome in everybody here. I do have some new updates for you all to go over, specifically surrounding John Schneider's reasoning behind the Brendan Little move and some big injury updates into, of course, tomorrow evening. So a ton of updates. You don't want to stay tuned until the end. Obviously, it's the series is never over. 2 games and you move on to the World Series. It is a crazy world we're living in, but I know it's late. I kind of like the late streams. I tend to stay up late, so shout out to everybody in here. It's the first stream back in a while. If this one goes well, I can do these every other day. I can do these every week, depending on how things go. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for the live streams there in the videos, live streams in the chats, all those different things. So welcome in each and every one of you. Now, a lot of things to go over. What's up, David, Ark, AJ, Shane? Welcome in, Shane. Hope you're doing well. B, AJ, everyone. It's going to be a bit of maybe a therapy session, if you want to call it that, a venting session, whatever you guys want to call it, we can call it, and just discuss the Toronto Blue Jays a little bit here. Now, tons of things to go over. Now, let's start with, of course, let's set the scene a little bit. Now, we know yesterday, it was horrible, right? We have Jeff Hoffman calling out the bullpen. We have all these different things happening, but I want to start with getting your guys' thoughts on what happened in, of course, the game yesterday. And I had a video on it, multiple video on it. It is late. I do the late streams. That's kind of my thing here. Obviously, I would have liked to do it a bit earlier, but it is what it is. We're getting one out. Seattle won 2, Toronto won 2. Seattle won again with the Kraken one tonight. Therefore, it's actually 2 for the city of Seattle. Trend continues. That means Toronto wins 6 and 7. Shane, that is true. That is true because ultimately the Leafs lost to Seattle tonight to make things worse. But folks, everyone in the chat right now, leave your level of concern from a scale of 1 to 10 about the Jays heading into the game tomorrow night. 1 being you're not concerned, you're confident they can win. 10 being I have no confidence in this Toronto Blue Jays team and I'm very concerned. 1 to 10. I want to see all the answers in the chat. Very curious. And keep in mind, John Schneider is still the manager. People want him fired. People want him gone. What's up, Albert? Horrible decision. Little should not be on the roster. You could argue that. I think having him on the roster, like in theory, is fine. I think in general, him being on the roster is okay. But the way you use him is, of course, the yeah, exactly, Matt. The way you use him is the problem here. Nate with a 5, David with a 7. Keep leaving your numbers. Victor with a 4. Interesting. Okay. Jays win in 7. A 1 from Miles. Okay. Some interesting. A lot of people in here are have faith. Okay, we'll toss the house on the Jays. Interesting. We'll dive into some. We'll dive into some George Springer updates as well. I agree, Ryan. I agree. Now, this was one of the last things that John Schneider said about Hoffman as an option. A lot of people typing in the chat here. So we have some 4s. And also, the MLB is rigged. Like, does John do the stupid things? Nothing ever happens to him. We can dive into the rigged conversation a little bit. And yeah, John Schneider does have a plan. It might not be the best one. So, okay. So you guys are leaving. Some people are saying they're very concerned. Some people are not concerned. Let's go ahead and now, based on that, leave your prediction for the series in the chat. Jays in 7 or Seattle in 6, Seattle in 7. Leave your Jays or your. I'll get it to in a few. I'll get to the Springer update in a few minutes, Eric. Leave your prediction in the chat. And I'm going to dive into a bunch of different things in this live stream. Obviously, I'm going to be diving into some. Yeah, I mean, Shane, it was horrible, right? It made no sense. And I was tweeting about all these different things. I'm expecting to see a lot of Jays in 7. I think that's the only way they win the series now is in 7, which is, side note, horrifying to think about. The only way this team makes the World Series, we're going to have you all live through a game 7 together, which is not very ideal, obviously, right? Having to do that. Seattle in 6, Jays in 7, Jays in 7, Jays in 7, Jays in 7, Jays in 7. I hope Unk is okay. He is. Excuse me. He is okay. 10 if Schneider makes another bonehead move. Yeah. Okay. So we got that out of the way. We got some predictions. A lot of Jays in the 7s. Seattle in 6, Seattle in 7. The Leafs game showed the script. Horrible game today. Maybe sad. Just hopped off a stream of that. But this was his reasoning, right? Decisions are hard. I think being convicted in a process is important. You make a decision, you leave it behind you. So yeah, we talked about that situation for sure. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Now, His reasoning for not going, and I know we've all probably seen this, but I want to dive into it and kind of have a venting session here because we're about in 24 hours we'll either be out of the playoffs completely or heading for a game 7, right? Either way is going to be probably stressful. I don't understand, and maybe you guys can shed some light to me. One of the reasonings I don't understand why on earth the John Schneider in the front office would have used Hoffman or Sir Anthony Dominguez when you were up 8-2 in Game 4. Because if that was gonna have any impact on your ability to see not seeing the second night in a row, why on earth would you waste him then? I thought the reasoning at the time was, for Game 5 was just okay, get him in there, see what he can do, get his arm fresh. Why even begin to use him, right? That's obviously the question that I'm sure tons of you have. I obviously have. It makes no sense to me. It really doesn't make sense. 4-10 concern. I just hope John will leave the starter in longer if he's cruising. Maybe he'll finally learn. Yeah. So, yeah, to keep him fresh was the answer. But if you're going to do that, why would you then not use him the next day? It makes no sense, right? I don't have to go over the fact that the whole decision was dumb and made minimal sense because we all know it made minimal sense. I mean, you can figure out whoever you want to put into the bullpen. Probably would have been better than Brennan Little. He had a 6.08 ERA in his last 21 appearances. Now, with all that being said, Victor, that's awesome. Victor says he has tickets to Game 7. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest game. Now, I wonder if you guys are thinking the same thing as I'm thinking. Read this. Okay, I'm going to read this to you guys and tell me in the chat here in the comments, who does this sound like that we're very familiar with on the Blue Jays? Doesn't have to be a player. Just listen to this. Decisions are hard. I think being convicted in a process is important. Who does that remind you of? If anyone gets it in chat, you'll get a little shout out here. Who does that remind you of? Being convicted in a process is important. My mind went immediately to a particular individual. I'll get the spring update now in a minute. Who does that remind you of? There's a certain man who's not pitcher. There's a certain man who speaks that way. I'm curious. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it was just me who thought that. But while you guys leave your answers, the update on Springer is that he is good to go, we assume, for tomorrow. X-rays were negative. He was seen at a barber shop, funny enough, yesterday. Boom. You guys both got it. I mean, it's Ross Atkins. You could say Mark Shapiro as well. But yeah, Ross Atkins immediately came to mind with that. So shout out to you guys. I mean, I thought I was going crazy, but it was that's exactly the words Ross Atkins would use. So maybe it's trickling down into John Schneider, which I hope is not the case. But Springer, he should be available. He was seen apparently getting a haircut at the barbershop in good spirits, which are the Jays barbershop in good spirits, and the x-rays were negative. We should see him in there tomorrow for those curious. So he should be good to go. It's the latest update on him. Probably have another update for you guys tomorrow morning. He will get an ovation for sure. Thoughts on Mariners fans cheering when Springer went down? I don't really obviously if that actually happened to that degree, that should never happen. I don't enjoy no one should cheer when someone's in pain. Is he still in pain? Apparently the pain went down a lot. Which is rare for, getting smoked the 97-mile-per-hour fastball to the kneecap. But apparently it was somehow better today than it was the previous day, which, no idea how. Your Savage goes 7 tomorrow, shuts them down. A statement win tomorrow would be electric. It would be. The fact that we're still talking about baseball October 19th feels like a bit of a pipe dream to me anyways. But, we're here, right? What is the treatment? Ice. Pretty sure just ice. In fairness, half of those boos are Jays fans booing woo. Yeah, exactly, Shane. That's why I kind of don't really know. You just know John is going to get massively booed if he walks out of the mound in the 4th or 5th inning, looking to possibly take out a starter who's just pitching. I don't know, David, for sure what the exact, treatment is. They just said his x-rays were negative, he didn't break anything, and that they are going to see how he is tomorrow. Which, again. And then Hoffman, of course, kind of not calling out Brennan Little. I don't know if he was directly calling out Brennan Little, but there was definitely something going on to some degree here where he was talking about, getting in the zone. And yeah, to be clear as well, I do not think what Brian Wu did was intentional. Throw in the chat. Yes or no? Do you think Brian Wu hitting George Springer was intentional? I don't think it was remotely intentional. This is his first time pitching in weeks, months. And like, you don't do that in a playoff game. I don't think he did it on purpose. I would assume so, David. You had to assume. I mean, I imagine it's pretty swollen as well, but apparently he's going to be good to go here, which is obviously good. And also, it's a good point by like Nene here. Talking about how I'm livid, obviously, but don't want to waste your energy getting mad at the press conference. John Schneider's going to protect his players. Okay, good. No one here thinks it was intentional. It's very rare where you get intentional hit by pitches in close games in the playoffs, let alone the most important game in both franchises, in decades. Vladdy will have the game of his life tomorrow night. I think John Schneider, John Schneider is intentional. All hands on deck for tomorrow. Yeah, that's another thing. It seems everyone's available tomorrow. We might see Max Scherzer in the bullpen tomorrow. We might see we might see Shane Bieber out there. Probably not, but we might see Shane Bieber out there in the bullpen. I'm a Jays fan, but Springer was the main part of the Houston Genius Council, so I get why people are booing. Like, yeah, but I don't think you should ever boo an injured player either side. Where's Lauer? He's been huge for the team all year, reliable starter all year. So of course he's only looked at as some bullpen length guy now. Yeah, I don't know. It's John Schneider for you. Whole team needs to step up and just play to their potential like we've seen all year. I mean, this team has been, there's a million times where we thought they were, their backs were against the wall and they came back. I have full faith in this team winning the series. And if they win it in 7, I mean, the Dodgers look like a super team, and they are a super team, but it's going to be interesting. I think Bieber would be kept for a Game 7 start, no, or would it be Gosman? It's a very good question, Lucas. Like I said, Bieber, they said all hands are on deck for tomorrow, so probably not. But keep in mind, you can't really play for a Game 7 when you don't have a Game 7 guaranteed. As Troy comes in with the $5, about time we can send money to support you. You've been waiting for this for over a year. Let's go. Troy Lions, like Shane says, you are a legend. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. And yeah, I know if you guys have been watching a while, I've been saying I was going to go live. Been very busy with, just a lot of, content stuff. But I'm here. It is a late one. Shout out to you guys always show up for the late streams. Troy, thank you very much for the 5. Very, very kind of you. And the kind words mean more than you ever know. Truly. I always love getting on live stream. You guys' support is truly incredible. And your support in the videos has been unbelievable as well. So Troy, thank you for the 5. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Troy is a legend. Yeah. And the home run tier for Troy. Troy, you now have access. And this is going to be interesting. So you can become a member. There's 3 different tiers. I believe a home run tier, Troy, correct me if I'm wrong, the second tier. You're going to have access to some new emotes, a bunch of stuff. I am completely revamping the membership, like the member system here in the next few days into, the off season. So there's going to be tons of new animations. You're going to have, call-ins and live streams over the off season. You have priority call-in, Discords, all that different stuff. So Troy, thank you for becoming a home run member. And if you guys do want to become a member, the join button next to the subscribe, tons of new perks coming in. There'll be a members only Discord chat where you guys can talk with me off camera as well. So tons of different stuff there. Troy, thank you very much as well. Truly unbelievable. It means a lot to me. Bassett's been available. It needs a longer warm-up. Yeah, I mean, Bassett's going to be available tomorrow for sure. You're doing awesome, man. Great news updates. I've watched this entire postseason. Bennett, thank you very much. I appreciate it. There are some of your emotes. Some of the emotes. We're going to have to update. You can see the bat flip there. And those emotes are like 3 years old, too. I think there's a picture of, you can see the picture of me in the black shirt with I think it's an edited face. Thank you, Bennett, for the kind words. Your guys' support's crazy. How many innings do you want from Trey? I think 5 would be fine. I think if Trey goes 5, you're in a good spot to win the game. You're going up against Logan Gilbert tomorrow as well. Which, again, they didn't get to him the first time. Can they get to him this time? That's the big question, right? Troy Lions with the 10. We want merch. We want merch. Okay. We did. I used to have merch. Troy, thank you very much. I recognize your name. You can let me know. Were you here like way back a couple years, 3 years ago at the start or some point in between there? I recognize the name, but Troy, merch will be coming at some point soon. It's going to be a big off season. Going to be a big off season for community building. Thank you. I mean, if you guys want merch, tell me in the chat and I can work towards it. MLB approved. Thank you very much. I mean, do you guys? I mean, the logo is pretty fire. Can you tell me what's with the booing of the Blue Jays Seattle? They're booing George Springer for the Astros scandal stuff, and then once he got hurt, apparently there was boos there. I wasn't at the ballpark, so I don't know for sure. So I'm not going to speak too much on it. But thank you, Troy. Truly, truly, unbelievably kind. Trey still feels like a gamble to me. I think he got screwed by Doug Eddings. What's up, Patty? What went crazier? A few different things. There is good news. It's not bad news. Some good news and some annoying news. George Springer's good to go. He should be available in tomorrow's game. X-rays were negative. He was seen. I don't know why they tweeted this that he was seen getting a haircut, and also John Schneider doubled down on his comments saying he doesn't regret taking out Brandon Little. So it's crazier in the sense of ridiculous from John Schneider. Been a member for a couple of years, my friend. Okay, Troy, I do remember. I know I haven't been live as much. Thank you for the $5, Troy. Yes, you are an OG. I did remember the name. Okay, good. I'm good at remembering names. See if I remember anyone others' names here. Thank you again, Troy. I'll work on some community stuff here this summer. This winter. That's the goal. Thank you very much. Yes, sir, Patty. I'm missing a lot here. Trey's Armans seemed to be feeling good the previous games. Got to hope everything's good. I think it will be. Little decision is overblown. We can win 2 games at home, done it all year. $1 million question, is George Springer good? He is, Cam. Supposedly. I'll have a full video, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, breaking down every little bit of info, especially as it comes out into the morning. But for now, all signs point to him being good. Thank you again, Troy. Truly unbelievable. Yeah, there was some, some death threats, some stuff to Brandon Little. I was like, don't do that. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys, I don't think, but don't do that. Like, people are, it's a sport at the end of the day, and they're human beings. I feel horrible for Brandon Little, right? I feel horrible. Like, he doesn't deserve it. I don't even think he should have been in the game, but regardless, like, no one deserves that. Julian, that's the worry. They win game 7, won't be close. Which hat will they be wearing tomorrow? That's a good question. Jason, that's a funny proposition. I'm going to scroll up here a little bit. Trey is still a rookie. Also, if you guys are in here right now, let's try to get to 50 likes. We're 22 likes away, and let's try to get to 50. I really like our chances for the next 2 games. We've not played our best at home this series. Yeah, they should be able to flip it around. Just going through here. Gino is who I wanted at the trade deadline. Instead, he puts a dagger in the Jays. It's not over yet, Journey, for beginners. Keep in mind, he was horrible in the playoffs up until this point, right? Horrible. His velo last game was 2-3 miles down. Hope he's hyped for tomorrow and throw beyond his usual velo. Yeah. I think a lot of that was a little bit of stress as well. Like, after getting screwed in the first inning, having some problems. Nick, have you ever been on the news discussing the Blue Jays? It's a good question. The news? I don't believe so. I've been on Sportsnet Radio a lot, though. Been on Sportsnet Radio a lot. Thank you, Eric. Blue Jays are due for a big home win. If they win game 6, everyone will feel great going to game 7. Yeah, I think the World Series is tomorrow is a huge, obviously, right? Tomorrow's a huge game. Let's dive into some of the other things here. What other screenshots I got for you guys? This as well, for those curious. Kevin Gosman saying he'll be out there cleated up and ready to go in the Blue Jays bullpen for a potential game 7. So take that as you will. Do you think Schneider will be fired because of his mistake last night? We were just so close to the World Series. We all waited this moment for so long. No. I think they extend him, which sounds ludicrous. I think they extend him. Shane, I'm liking the positive energy. I'm actually surprised. Remember how negative you were at the start of the Jays year? Rightfully so. There wasn't as much optimism there. But yeah, I think realistically, as funny as this sounds, it'll be like a Raptors Dwayne Casey situation. If you guys, know what I'm talking about, we'll probably extend John Schneider. The little Raptors, Dwayne Casey, and then, after a bad decision. Now, they fired Dwayne Casey right after he won Manager of the Year. So maybe I guess the Dwayne Casey situation would be win Manager of the Year and then get fired. It's possible too. Anyone who thinks it's over better keep that energy. Do you think David Schneider is going to be in tomorrow's lineup? That's a great question, Matthew Martin. Let's go over it. That's a good question. So it's going up against Logan Gilbert. He has a splitter, so they're obviously going to be basing it off of whether or not IKF is going to be in the lineup. I would say he probably gets in, even if Springer's available. They probably take IKF out. They also have Joey Loperfido they could go. So Logan Gilbert, he averages 95 miles an hour. It's tough, right? I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head for David Schneider. I would presume he's in instead of IKF. But maybe they give Joey Loperfido a chance, and then you run, I guess, Berger, Jimenez, Schneider. It's interesting. If Little has gotten the job done, you still be talking about how John Schneiders a genius. Jays offense needs to get that magical mark and 5 go Jays. Yeah, I do. I do, Journey. Yeah, yeah. I actually do. I do a lot of channels, not just Jays. Jason, I can give you him kind of in order here. George Springer is good to go, according to John Schneider, for tomorrow. X-ray was negative, and he's feeling a lot better. John Schneider doubled down on his decision to pull Little or to put in Little, and kind of just doubled down on that, saying it's good. And everyone, all hands are on deck tomorrow for Game 6, so we could see some Max Scherzer action in the bullpen. All the things people said at the start of the year now in Game 6 of the ALCS. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we kind of have to take it with a grain of salt here, in the sense of like where we all projected the Jays to be. We can go back and look at some of the streams. We had Roki Sasaki watch alongs and stuff, and like to see if they got him, and they ultimately didn't. And then Miles Straw ended up being a great player, right? So, Troy, does Schneider not play second as well, but for him over IKF? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd probably put him in over there. Because Little only gets paid $771,000. I mean, he wasn't like he's still in his, doesn't have much service time at all. Like, I think he's still in his first 6 years of service time. So he hasn't had that free agency / second contract yet, but he also wasn't great up until this year. And he wasn't great this year, but he was solid. Line up with Bo against righty. I mean, Bo won't be playing this ALCS, maybe the World Series, but I mean, it would be Springer, Lucas, Vladdy, Bo, and then you can figure out the rest from there. I mean, Kirk, Varsho, or Varsho, Kirk, and then go through there. Mahal Striker and Slam walk-off against Roki Sasaki. That would be a pretty hilarious outcome. I am almost sure if Lauer Fisher in the 8th, bigger chance to win. I agree. Hopefully the white lids. Yeah, I mean, here's the problem, right? If John Schneider came out and said it was a mistake, you're kind of in theory then throwing Brendan Little under the bus a little bit. I don't think he wants to do that, right? We're 2 wins away from World Series appearance. We beat the best over and over, swept 4 games against a nemesis in Tampa Bay to close the year, crushed the Yankees, went into LA and spanked the Dodgers. Bring it. I love it. I've been watching every one of your videos every day for a few weeks. I hope the Blue Jays win the World Series. We get a viral video covering it that gets 1 million views. I would love 1 million views, but thank you for the support, Lucas. Thank you. Appreciate it. When should be behind Vlad? He's hitting. I mean, yeah, he's on a generational run. I mean, I think he's comfortable in that bottom spot, and that bottom part of the lineup has been doing so well. Varsho's been horrible. Maybe they move Varsho down tomorrow. I can see a real world there where they move up Ernie and they put down Varsho. Varsho has been hitting the LC. Yeah, what is he, 3 for like 20? Something horrible. It's really, really bad. Shout out to the 200 of you guys in here. Crazy. Every pitcher except Bieber. Yeah, I mean, if they want to save Bieber for Game 7, well, Gosman said he'd be ready. I mean, I don't. The problem is, so let's hypothetically for a minute here, which we shouldn't do. Let's say they make it to a Game 7, and tomorrow you have Trey Savage. It would line up for Shane Bieber. So then you're running Shane Bieber, Gosman out of the pen. Nick, what's your confidence in next year? Feels like it might regress to the mean while the Yankees get Cole back, Sox get Roman Anthony back, and Orioles are going to come back too. There is that side of it. There's also the side of it of in the past 3 or 4 years, they only had one bad year in the sense of regular season, and that was last year. I think the mean is more so a playoff team rather than a 74-win team. Which you go out, you re-sign Bo, or maybe you let him walk and you go for someone like Bregman or something else. This team will spend. I think they'll be back in the playoffs next year. Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah, Shane, they're not going to take him out of the lineup. He's been pretty good in the ALDS, really bad in the ALCS, though. Bieber and Bassett, Game 7? That's a good point. That is a good point. And I get Gosman said he'll be ready, so where is it? Here it is. Gosman will be cleated and ready for game. There's no way they're. I mean, maybe they will, though. I mean, I don't know. Let's get there first. We got to get there first, of course. No one mad at Little because Brendan Little doesn't stink. He's been very bad as of late, and there is a spot in the game where you can pitch Brendan Little. Like there's a spot in a roster for him. He is a highly volatile reliever who throws a lot of balls, but also has the best whiff rate in baseball. Like, and he's a lefty. Like there's a spot in baseball for that. It's not to the middle of the order, up one in the ALCS. Yeah, win tomorrow, and is Game 7 Monday? It would be, right? There's not an off day in between. I assume it's just the next day. Let me double check. It is on, yeah, Game 7 is Monday. Focus on to more than anything on Game 7. We could be witnessing something special. Yep. Does Schneider rely too much on analytics? No. The funny thing is, yeah, exactly, Troy. The funny thing is, people think that John Schneider relies on analytics. He actually uses them a lot less than fans think. Analytics don't tell you to put in Brendan Little. Because Polanco mashes lefties, like WRC plus. Cal Raleigh, WRC plus. Josh Naylor crushes lefties. Like the analytics, maybe you can say that Brendan Little keeps the ball in the ballpark, and maybe that's the analytics they were using, and then it keeps in the ballpark so you don't want to pitch him against a guy who hits home runs. Maybe that's, analytics that could be used. But he doesn't use a lot. Like a lot of his decisions are just weird. It's not always like analytics. Like a lot of his decisions are against analytics. Analytics would be putting in your best pitchers, which are Sir Anthony Dominguez or Jeff Hoffman. And you can read it here. Like he says, where is it? That he trusts the guys. See, his analytics where they want to make that part of the lineup, see different guys. Horrific decision. Horrible. Little's a blowout guy. I think Little's a guy you put in with 2 outs or 1 out to where you don't have to go through the whole 3. Because if he walks the first guy, Brendan Little, or gives a home run, the next 2 are almost surely going to get on base because he's so erratic, right? And it happened yesterday. And then put Sir Anthony Dominguez in a horrible spot. I don't think any pitching coaches really do. Ron? Someone asked, why doesn't Pete ever answer questions? Florida is the one who K'd Ohtani, got bets to close out LA. He's the guy we're going to for a lefty, except Raleigh. He's better right-handed than lefty. Yeah, 100%. And that's a good point. Florida would have been a better option anyway. And Troy's saying you like John's approach offensively, but I think he makes bad decisions in the pitch side. Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's great at utilizing the bench, utilizing Miles Straw. I mean, he helped them win the game the other day, right? Like, John's been making pretty good decisions overall, but the problem is I don't understand like John Schneider makes pretty good decisions in general, and it's very easy to criticize decisions in the bullpen because if you put in somebody and it works, you look like a genius. If it doesn't work, you look dumb. The problem becomes Schneider completely overmanaged. Like no one was saying put in Brendan Little. There wasn't even a minute portion of the fan base that said that. Any section of the fan base, for that matter, is saying to put in him, right? Brendan Little. So that's when things get overmanaged. I guess would be a better word. Pitching the postseason has to be so much pressure on the pitchers. I don't think any normal person can go in there and do their best easily. It's all about mindset. I mean, the Dodgers literally made it to the World Series and looked like it was a game in May, June. What's up, New Brunswick, Canada guy? They use Hoffman in the 8-2 game, so why? Yeah, I don't know. It makes no sense. Vaughn, I agree. Nothing explains Schneider's bullpen moves except corruption. His lame answer is either. I don't think there's a corruption going on, but I mean, I think he just made a really bad decision, and he's not owning up to it, unfortunately. Yeah, the Dodgers are absolutely loaded, completely loaded. But who cares? I just want to see the Jays make a World Series, right? Like I'm not too worried about the other stuff there. Sounds like a very interesting series. Best hitting against best pitching. It's a great narrative. Yep. All right, folks, leave your prediction right now for the game score tomorrow. All 200 of you. Very interesting, Troy. I was born near there as well. Very interesting. Corner Brook's a great place. Great in the wintertime and the summertime. I went on a huge zip line in Corner Brook last summer, 2 summers ago. Fisher over little any day. Leave your prediction for the game tomorrow. Score. I'm going to go 10-8 Jays. 7-2 Jays, 9-3 Toronto. 6-2 Jays, 8-4 Jays, 8-5 Jays. Okay, very similar in the number department. I said 8-6. What's up, Amber? Amber. We just got to win. Don't matter what the score is. Fair. Thank you, TTA TV. Thank you. Means a lot. 7-2 Seattle Hoffman gives up a grand slam. Don't put that into existence. What's up, Mark, the tech guy? The Jays win. I don't see Seattle scoring over 3. 3-0 Jays until top of the 9th. Yeah. What's up, Rocky Balboa? A repeat of game 2. No. We're putting bad stuff into the universe here. Offensive records will be broken. 17-3. I would love that. A lot. No one has Seattle. One person has Seattle winning, I believe. I could see Andres Jimenez hitting a bomb. Really hope World Series with Jays best offense versus best defense. I've been saying 12-6 Jays every game. Just keep it rolling, man. Seems like a decent bet. Varcho shows up. I like that one. I mean, Varcho is due for a moonshot bomb. And why not? Why not us? Why not tomorrow? Jays win, goes to 7 more money. Man, I'd be tempted to go to the World Series game 1 if they make it, or even game 7. I don't know if my heart could take a game 7. I think everyone's available in the bullpen, Ron. This is the first time all postseason where they're up for elimination. Curious to see how John Schneider manages, especially after his horrible one yesterday. How mad were you guys when Brendan Little gave up the Cal Raleigh home run and then Sir Anthony gave up the grand slam? I think I was more in shock than angry. I think I've gotten past the anger phase of my baseball watching career, and I was just in shock. I know, Shane. Troy, probably Vladdy, but maybe. I was livid. I expect Bassett at some point. Agreed. Wasn't mad. I expected it. I've tried to not get mad because I can't control the outcome. So I try not to get upset at things I can't control. It's like a general life lesson for me, or like a life thing I go by. But boy, was it frustrating. Now, if that happened in an elimination game, oh wait, it happened with José Berríos. Scherzer come out of the bullpen in potential game 7. Yes, Freddie. I was mad at the booing after Springer got hit and then in shock. Jays win game 6, but 7 will be close. You just get disappointed and sad. Yeah, I got pretty sad. I was livid at John, not Little, not anything. Yeah, same. I mean, if you guys saw my video yesterday, it was or this morning, it was all just John Schneider. I was mad. Jays are the better team. I would agree with that. People were upset at me in the comments for saying that in my video last night. I don't know if it was Mariners fans or what, even though I was just reading it from a tweet. The last few losses contribute to a lot of luck. Hope luck will be in the Jays side tomorrow. Troy, I was going to say, if they run out of bullpen arms, instead of having position players play, let's just throw Pete Walker out there versus the Mariners pitching coach and just see what happens. I'm taking Pete Walker all day. Yeah, I mean, they had bases loaded, no outs. They had a lot of opportunities to score, but good baseball teams win those games. And they should have. John Schneider threw the game. It is crazy that Trey Savage is going up, though, with their season on the line. Kind of expected it, not blaming Little. I'm not either. Overmatched. Jays were very unlucky in game 5. I would agree. But they also got to play the game in front of you. And Logan Gilbert destroyed the Jays last time in game 2. So it's crazy, Eric. We scored 3 off Gilbert, though. That we did. They were down a bunch, though, right? That was the Trey Savage game. The game isn't ruined by management calls like that. In the playoffs, they have starters dominating the game. They pull them once their number hits 100 hits, then the game is so unpredictable. A lot of people feel that way, Franklin Tavener. You can tell Little doesn't have it when it comes to pressure of the moment. Yeah. If you told that clubhouse all you got to do is win 2 straight games against Seattle and Toronto to make the World Series, everyone would take that 100 out of 100 times. Yeah. It's a very good point. I mean, let's all collectively think back to whether you were watching my videos in March, whether you were in the live streams when we were in the winter going for Sasaki, all these guys. And you told me, Nick, fast forward to October 19th or whatever it is, right? You have a chance to win 2 games at home. Doesn't matter who you're playing. 2 games at home. If you win 2 in a row, you make the World Series. Type in the chat, would you have taken that, or would you have said, no, I'll take my I'd rather see what happens. If you have a guaranteed spot to make the World Series if you win 2 in a row. If you're down 3-2, 2 games at home. Every one of you guys should probably be saying yes, right? Like everyone would have taken that before the season started. We were talking about barely even making the playoffs. Most people didn't even think the Jays were making the playoffs. They were in 4th or 5th in the AL East. So no matter what happened in the past, I mean, yeah, most people would have laughed. But like the point is, this is our chance tomorrow. It's our chance tomorrow. Exactly. Middle of the year, Little was great, but he's been bad for 2.5 months. He's been wild. That's true, YS. I guess the point is, like, let's all just enjoy the moment. And if they get eliminated, then we can overreact a little bit and be all sad and all those things. But if they don't get eliminated, keep riding it. And they are eliminated right now. This could be the last night, and there's a reason I went live tonight. This might be the last night of this legendary season, legendary run. I have full faith in them going all in the playoffs or in the offseason as well. There's a lot of, I think a couple Korean players, Japanese players coming over that the Jays are going to be pursuing. I mean, Alex Bregman, Tariq Skubal's going crazy. Imagine Tariq Skubal on this team. Springer is okay. I feel so bad for Vlad. He's been killing the ball and pitching just keeps burning him. Yeah, I mean, there's no questions about Vladdy's playoff abilities. Either way, it's been a hell of a ride, but I don't think the train has reached the destination just yet. And we beat the Yankees. The Yankees fans joke that was our World Series. It's not my World Series, but it's something we can hold on to. YSF, what's your schedule for videos during the offseason? Well, YSF. Shane, do you know what the schedule, my video schedule is for the offseason? YSF, I haven't missed a daily upload in over 2 years. So every single day. Every single day. So in the off season, it doesn't change. You'll probably see more videos in the off season. You'll probably see multiple a day, but 1 a day minimum. Don't plan on breaking my daily upload streak right now. I think it's been over 2 years, around that. Little always makes me nervous because he doesn't exude confidence. He doesn't. Similar to like when Jeff Hoffman's off, you can kind of see. We either need Bo back or Trevor Story to play second. I do not want Trevor Story, unfortunately. I'd take some other people, though. Kind of want Bregman. Jays will be losing Lucas, but Loperfido and Santander will replace him. Jays will be going after starting pitching and relievers hard this offseason. Yep. That is true. Look at it this way. 2 months in, didn't even think we could make the playoff season. It's already success in the LCS and the important steps the whole team has made this year. Very good point. Very good point. And you have building blocks now. You know Vladdy can perform in the playoffs. You have a stud in Trey Savage. You have all these different things. I'm not going to talk about the positives of the season until it's over. If they lose tomorrow night, I plan on having a post-game video, and maybe even a stream. How about David Schneider? Will he break out? It would be a hell of a game to break out tomorrow. We can use little, but not in high leverage situations. Look very nervous and does not throw strikes. I agree. Rehan Rashid with the $2. Thank you. Would Toronto be more wild if Leafs or Jays win the championship? That's a very good question. So you're asking, would the city be crazier if the Leafs won the World Series or the Leafs won the Stanley Cup or the Jays won the World Series? I feel like the answer is World Series because I feel like there's more casual fans that like baseball. But probably, I mean, hockey, Canada, probably Leafs. Like overall, but it would be close. Probably Leafs would be I don't know though. Probably similar these days. I mean, we all know Toronto's electric right now. You guys let me know in the chat as well if you're in the Toronto area. Like hockey, Canada, Leafs, probably Leafs, like objectively. But I think it would be crazy if the Jays won a World Series too. Leafs will never win the Cup or even get to the Stanley Cup, never. Here's a Dodgers fan. I want a Blue Jays versus Dodgers World Series. Well, congratulations on your sweep of the Brewers. Making them look like a team full of horrible pumpkins. Horrible players. I think the O's are going to get Albert Pujols. The Leafs never. I'm watching the Blue Jays all year. Respect. I'm sure you're enjoying it. Question for you all. Now that we're all here, I guess it's late in the season. I mean, there's a game left or two or more. 6, 7. Could be 9 games left, technically. Type yes or no in the chat. I mean, I think I asked this most times and whatever. Do you guys want to see more live streams or do you prefer the video formats or both? I'm always going to be video first. That's what I love to do. There'll be videos always every day. But do you guys want to see more live streams thrown in the mix? I feel like the answer is yes. You guys always show crazy support when I do them. Obviously, there's a lot of live streams out there, but you guys seem to love mine. So, thoughts on Ohtani's game last night? Probably the best individual performance of all time. Probably. Oral Hershiser had like 9 innings and 3 hits. Yeah, I think both is probably the answer. I think I need to be more consistent on live streams. I don't go live enough. Yeah, the late streams are definitely best for me. Everyone's asleep. The girlfriend's asleep, the dog's asleep, so I can just chat with you guys. Live is nice. I enjoy right for the subs, and I must admit you talk slower live. Yeah, Troy, I do. We should do a live stream during the playoff games. People do ask that a lot. I prefer the one thing I might start doing. Well, shout out Bennett. Thank you for joining. I might start doing even for next postseason or next regular season, like post game live streams. I don't think I'm going to do the watch alongs very often. I prefer post game videos for that, and yeah, I think live after the games is something that I'm going to be doing a lot more. No worries, Troy. I get it. Shane is correct as well. Literally finished one an hour ago. So if you're a Leafs fan, yeah. Literally, this is my second stream in the last hour and a half. First one on this channel, of course. Stream? Okay. Obviously, the videos never stop, right? That'll never change. Thought about doing content other MLB games? On this channel, no. On another channel, yes. Just started watching baseball and knew little was not it. Yeah, I agree, Jimmy. I don't blame Mariner fans cheering Springer's injury. Interesting. I do. I don't think you should ever cheer an injury, but again, I wasn't at the arena, so I'm not entirely sure if. I don't think you should ever cheer. I don't think you should ever cheer an injury. Schneider's champion strategy is different, guys. Yeah, I mean, if they pull too early tomorrow, I don't. I wonder how John Schneider's mindset is right now heading into the game. Yeah, I agree. Never cheer an injury. Either side. Either side. And again, like I don't know for sure if the Seattle Mariners actually, like the fans, all of them cheered. I wasn't there. Not going to speak on it. Thank you for the donation, but yeah, Kayla, thank you for the donation. Peace. I just started following the Blue Jays this season. They are really that good. Well, it's better to start this year than last year. Last year was rough. Last year was rough. It's a valid point, Eric. Schneider looking for participation ribbons. Hope not. Blue Jays, do you read all chats? I do my best not to miss one. I think I do. I think I'll pump my own tires a little bit. I don't stream as much as I want to. I think I do a pretty good job of reading chat. Maybe you guys will disagree. I'm sure you guys are in a lot of streams in general, whether it's Jay streams or other streams. I think I do a pretty good job. I want to read almost every chat because I know if I'm in a live stream, I would want the person who I'm typing with to answer, right? So I try to do that. Blue Jays have had a successful season, whether or not they get to the World Series. It's been a fun season watching them. Exactly. You read more comments than most people do. That's the goal. I mean, again, like when I'm in live streams before I did YouTube, I'd always want people to answer, right? So, is there anything John Schneider can do tomorrow to justify losing his job? He might win Manager of the Year. I don't think he's going to lose his job. There's no way. This dude channel is goated. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it. I missed the live streams. I missed them. You guys were fantastic. Jay should get Gibbons. Jays and 7. Whoa! Troy with the 10 gifted members. Whoa. Folks, Leah's in here as well. AJ Bennett, Frank, Will, Michael, Eric Shepard, Dominic. If you got a gifted membership from Troy, thank him in the chat. You now have an animation or a little badge next to your name. You're going to, in the next couple weeks, once the season ends here, I'm going to have a Discord only for members where you guys can interact. Future fantasy baseball stuff. Some call-ins will be available as Troy's going absolutely crazy and just gifted another 10 memberships. If you're getting memberships right now, Troy, you're going nuts. New emotes are coming in, new perks. And I'm going to be going live. I got to go live every week now. Troy, thank you very much. Absolute legend. He is on an absolute tear. Again, if you're unfamiliar with what these memberships do, you get a bunch of perks. I'm going to be updating them. For the off season, and we will be going live more. Troy, I'll make sure to go live more just for you and the support you've shown. So I really appreciate that. I mean, Troy with another 10. Troy, you're going insane. Everyone in here is going to get one at this point. Willard, Rob, Scroopy, Sam, Chris, you just got one. Troy, you're going nuts. Oh my goodness. I think you also have that little the little banner badge next to your name and comments on videos as well. Troy, I don't know how to thank you, but besides saying thank you, unbelievable support this live stream. Everyone thank Troy. That's crazy. Troy's going for Mo's place in the Dono Hall of Fame. He's going there. Crazy. Thank you, Troy. I don't know what else to say, but thank you very much. That's incredible. We've got 30 members now, so I got to update those perks tonight. I'll stay up late and do it tonight. Thank you, Troy. I really appreciate it. Bennett with 10. You guys are going nuts. Squid. Yeah, this is. Yeah, Shane. Hopefully he's doing well. I'm going to reach out. You guys have started a crazy, awesome new channel. You deserve it. Thank you, Bennett. I really appreciate that. Whoa, things are going crazy right now. Squid Joy, everyone who got a membership again, new perks coming. You'll have a members only Discord. You guys can chat among one another. Fantasy football leagues for next year going through. Tons of different stuff. Call-ins, priority on those if you're a member. Bennett, thank you. I know you said you only, I think, subscribe in the postseason, right? So thank you for your generosity. X-ray was negative, so Springer was overreacting. I don't think it was overreacting. I mean, if you get hit with a fastball at 97, you're probably going to be in pain, but seems like it didn't break anything. Thank you, Keys D. Thank you again, Bennett and Troy with the 30 gifted. Absolutely. 30 gifted? 30 gifted. Absolutely insane. And you joined the membership yourself. So thank you for that. Yeah, I don't think it was overreacting. Troy, you are unbelievable. And Bennett, thank you as well. Everyone in here. Crazy. Every time I go live, you guys show love. Gotta go live more. Yes, Scott, I do. Holy 40 gifted members. Joel, Eric. Oh my goodness. If you got a membership, thank Troy. Troy, we haven't seen this level in years. 40 piece. We now have over 50 members, 51 new members from this stream. Troy, what is your request for streams? You want a weekly stream at least? I guess if we have members in here, I have to be weekly, right? Once a week? I can do once a week, minimum. Crazy. It's a gifting extravaganza. Christmas comes early. Jay's pitching has been terrible. I don't think they're going to fire John Schneiders. There's no way. You guys love the late night streams, huh? Almost midnight Eastern. We need to come back. For guaranteeing a Jay. Yeah. Listen, if the Jays win tomorrow, this stream is the reason why. Let's pretend. Appreciate it, Troy. And Bennett, thank you. Troy bought us all. Now, listen, I'm not only streaming because he gifted subs. I plan on streaming anyway. I mean, this stream was kind of out of nowhere. Every Saturday at this time, maybe? Yeah, I'm thinking for sure. I can do this time most Saturdays. Again, it's when everyone's sleeping. To be honest, I'd Seattle next game, bro, unless the bullpen shows up and your Savage goes off. It's fair. It's unknown at this point. Got to start hot. Blue Jay emo. I like it. Crazy. Thank you, Troy. I mean, I don't even know what to say. This is insane. B Cruz 1 in the morning right now. Troy with another 10. Scott Thompson. I know he's a loyal. Another 10, Troy. 50 gifted members. Everyone in here is getting gifted memberships. Scott Thompson, I've seen you around a while. Well, if you're in the stream, you got a membership. Unbelievable, Troy. Are you upset with our fans harassing Little's family? I think no one, that should never happen ever. It's like Little doesn't deserve that. Put sports aside, no human deserves that on any level. Like, no one should be doing that. So yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed in anyone who did that, whether it's our fans or not. Like, it's uncalled for. It's ridiculous. And I said that at the start of the stream. Like, it's sports at the end of the day. They're all individuals. They're all people. It's stupid. No problem. Thank you for the $2, Cass. No problem, Scott. No problem. Thank you again, Troy. 50 gifted members is crazy. And Bennett as well. Just ludicrous stuff. We're back. The streams are back. Troy is a legend. I tend to agree. Some of the Seattle fans got a gifted membership too. Maybe they'll convert to Jays fans. Mariner guy here in Seattle. Mad respect for the Jays' bat to ball skills. The amount of contact the last 3 games made me sick. Good luck in game 6. Good luck, sir. Good luck. Low Perfido redemption game. Good see it. Watching from Rocky Harbor in Gross Morn. You do a good job. Didn't know from Corner Brook. Nice place, but not from Corner Brook. I'm not from Corner Brook. Near there, though, but I'm not from Corner Brook. But thank you, Rocky Harbor and Gross Morn. Shout out to you, Cowboy, in cowboy boots. Seattle's fans get love, too, for the help for next content. Yeah. Very Savage will have 7+ Ks tomorrow. I'd bet that. I'd bet that. I think 8 Ks. Thank you again in cowboy boots for the support. Man, I really need to go live more. This is crazy. Also, you guys are night owls. A lot of... Does membership fee get paid in Canadian currency only? Just curious. Don't know that answer, actually. Don't know. Are you Toronto native? I have family. So, fun fact about me, in case you didn't know. I'm not from Toronto. I have family up there. I travel there multiple times, sometimes multiple times in a month. So I'm in Toronto all the time, but I don't live in Toronto. I'm not a Toronto native. I have family from there, though. From the East Coast, further east. West Coast, 11:30 p.m. I'm just getting started. I don't, Lucas. I don't know who that is. Trey goes 7. Are we going to our best bullpen arms or one starter? It's a good question. Probably best bullpen arms, for sure. We go 7 innings. Jonathan, I had a live stream after that game there a couple hours ago. Disappointing loss. I agree, Aiden. Aiden Chapin. I respect the amount of people in here at this hour. It's truly incredible. Lon, that's a tough question. I think Jays in general. I mean, I started with Jays Digest 3 years ago, August 2022. So that was my first one. It's always going to be Jays. I think is no matter how many I'm on. It's like my beast channel. It's my baby. It's Jays. My favorite one. The Blue Jays win tomorrow. Yes, they can. I'll have to look him up. What's his name? Nova Scotia is a great place. Halifax is, I love Halifax. What's his name? Ryu. Let me see. I do know who that is. Wait. I've seen him on Instagram Shorts. I've seen him on TikTok. Dartmouth. Halifax is great. What time do you typically go to bed? Guess. Love your videos, man. Thanks for all the content. Keep me up to date with Jays news. No problem, Dimitri. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. I want to do more streams because I feel like, again, I do videos every day. You guys probably have a decent understanding, but these are more personable. You guys ask me questions about me actually, as a person rather than just a guy behind the screen. So, are the winters really bad there? Yeah, they are. Real bad. Jays are in a good spot. So you need to trade out some confidence. I agree. Kick it. Welcome. If you never played Vladdy, I can't imagine what offers he'd get after this season. $700 million. Steve Cohen. Book it. Book it. Book it. Knock on wood, Jays L tomorrow. Schneid's out as manager? No. I'm standing by that. I don't think they take him out. I mean, they're going to extend him probably, as ludicrous as it sounds. Any word of Bo be ready for the World Series? No. Last we've seen, he's doing better. That'll be in the video tomorrow morning. We saw him getting some runs in a few days ago. That'll be in my video at 9 a.m. tomorrow, though. What's up, True Aspect? What do the Jays need in the offseason? We'll have to see. Because I don't know, bullpen needs help. Starting rotation, they're going to be losing a couple guys. You might need to replace Bichette. A lot of different avenues there. It's a good question, Rob, about Ty France. Like, probably not. Because they probably would have put in maybe, low Perfido if instead of low Perfido. Why do infielders always throw sidearm? I actually threw sidearm when I played, so it's just the way it is. What are these other questions? Anything about Bo leaving? Not yet, Bennett. We're gonna push that away. I'll have a million videos on Bo leaving. Don't you worry. Some people's delight. What is your favorite sport to play? Basketball. I actually have a basketball game tomorrow, an hour and a half before first pitch, so it lines up perfectly. Hockey is Canadian, like a Canada sport. Yeah, tons of people are kind of grown up into hockey, so that's probably why. They have two guaranteed starters for next season. I would say 3, right? José Berríos, Kevin Gausman, Trey Savage. Can argue Eric Lauer, Bowden Francis. And keeping IKF for defense is better than Ty France for hitting? Yeah, 100%. Like in a playoff series. There you go. Blue Jays will pick up an impact bat in Sandy Alcantara. Berríos can opt out. Can he? Is that true? I thought that was. Let me check. I didn't think that was this year. We can win 2 more games. We just have to do it exactly. The opt out's not till 2027. So he can't opt out next year. So he's under contract for next year. He can opt out in 2027. I was correct. Figured. I take Dylan Cease. Yeah, for sure. We can win 2 more games. He's actually the player that got me into baseball in 2019. Who, Bennett? Did I miss a message? Need bullpen help this offseason. Every team does. They're so volatile, though. David Bednar would have been the one. Sorry, stupid question. Why don't the Blue Jays play in Scotiabank? That's an indoor facility, so there's no roof down. In baseball, it's also has like half the capacity. So Rogers Center has retractable roof, 40,000 people, turf. It's also, I presume, harder to move turf into ice, but it's nice to have it different. And basketball, right? Scotiabank Arena is already 2 sports. No way Jay's going to lose 3 straight home games. It just wouldn't be right. The universe wouldn't allow such a ridiculous thing. Yeah. I think the biggest reason banana would be, again, like attendance. Like baseball stadiums need 40,000 minimum. So Scotiabank does not have that. Tiedemann can be bullpen. Him too. I get the feeling it doesn't matter who the M's throw to more. The series is going 7. What's up, Peterson? I hope so. Bassett, my prediction is he probably walks and they try to get Bieber back and he probably goes to the West Coast. That would be my prediction as of right now. We'll see what happens as reports start to flow. That would be my hunch. Yeah, both are free agents, if that was your question. So I think Bassett bounces and they try to get Mr. Bieber back. Varlin will start. It's interesting, Troy. It's possible, actually. Very possible. Very possible. He does not, Lucas. He does not. At least not an option he'll take. I think he has a option he'll opt out to. Opt out. Does Bieber have an option? I think he has a player option, I believe, but there's no way he's taking it. 16 million, right? Yeah, 16 million. Sorry, I thought you meant the team has an option. So you were right. He does have an option. It's a player option, but no way he takes it. He can get 20 million with his eyes closed. Jays win game 6, probably lose 7. That's how Toronto teams are, keeping your hopes up and then lose and break your heart. Possible. 15 million? Okay, I thought it was 16. Someone asked me what time I go to bed. Like 4 in the morning. Like 4 in the morning, which sounds terrible. Sometimes earlier, sometimes 2, depending on how to get up for videos and stuff. Guessing to be able to get more pretty easily? Yeah, for sure. I mean, term as well, right? Like there'll be someone willing to give him multi-years. which I'm sure him and his family. I think he has a new kid as well, a newborn. So congratulations to him. He's a beast. Thank you, Bobby. He will say Toronto traded for him. Yeah, I think so as well. Do we trust them? Shane Bieber? Scott, I'm not. I'm not. It is I'm in Newfoundland. It's like 1:12 in the morning for me. It is 1:12 a.m. Good night, Nancy. Have a good night. Enjoy Halifax, Nova Scotia, if that's where you are. I was there when the Jays won back in 92, 93. What time do you get up? Depends. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later. I mean, sometimes, again, like during the off season, you can pre-record videos, like to go up in the morning. Sometimes I stay up late and record. I work like 24/7. So I get enough sleep, 6-7 hours. The amount of anxiety I have for the game Sunday is wild. Shout out Newfoundland. Belle Island born. I've been there. I'm old enough to remember the wins, but I was very young. Respect. I was not. I'm born in 2001, so it'd be not for me, unfortunately. I was 9 in 1993. We're also 17 likes away from 100. If you guys want to just quickly hit that like button. 13 and 14. So a lot of you guys remember it. Interesting. It's been done before, Aiden. Avery was on the channel 2 or 3 times. And I was on like last year with you guys today's channel. So it's happened. It's happened before. Favorite Blue Jay uniform? Probably the powders. I actually like the dark blues as well. I don't like the grays. And I don't like the City Connects or whatever they call them. Bieber's gonna get a large lucrative contract from contenders. I agree. You think Schneider should have been using Lamarov in these playoffs? Could easily be used as a trusted lineman? Yeah. I would have rather seen him yesterday. Hopefully they can get back there, Lucas. Have a bit more of a fond memory of it. Congratulations. Articulate. Well, I guess he's 30 now. So, a bit over that. Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen, Aiden. I like the black jerseys. Favorite Blue Jay player of all time? I was like 15, maybe, when it was like I remember 2015, 2016 very vividly. Ryan Goins, players like that. Like probably Bautista, you could say is my favorite Blue Jay of that era. All time, like Donaldson was really good. It's probably like the more that it's gonna turn into probably like Vladdy or someone from this era, because obviously like my life is revolved around covering the Blue Jays. So I think it would make sense for me to have a favorite Blue Jay of all time here with the current team. Something similar to on the team now. Like Vladdy's been great. Obviously, like I started the channel during their early years, right? 2022. So and they've changed. The channel's changed my life. So got to be one of them probably. I remember exactly where I was on the Tulowitzki trade. I was in bed and I saw it at the bottom of the score. I think it was. They used to have the ticker at the bottom before Twitter was crazy, at least before I was on it. And it said, breaking, Jays acquired Troy Tulowitzki. I remember it vividly. Didn't come from Twitter, didn't come from the phone, it came from there. And that's when I knew I wanted to cover the Jays every day for a living. A young Nick. I was 2015, so 10, 24, yeah, like 15, 16. Not that young. He's my favorite player on the Rockies. Enjoy the content. Keep grinding, man. Go Jays. Calling tonight. Don't blame you. Have a good night, Aiden. I'll be seeing you in the video tomorrow morning. Dave Steeb, Tony Fernandez, John Olerud, Kelly Gruber, Jose Reyes. Anyone has is Jose Reyes anyone's favorite Blue Jay of all time? That'd be hilarious. Carlos Delgado. Don't blame me. Just excited. Jays legend Max Scherzer. I will remember that start forever. It's a core memory. Like, yes, Coy. I know we covered this earlier in the live stream. George Springer should be good to go. X-rays were negative. He's feeling a lot better. They are only for Canada Day. Yes, he's good to go. Coy. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Someone said, like, I don't know if you guys have any, and I'm sure some of you will have further back memories than I do. Some, again, I'm 24, but like a core memory for me pitching wise was David Price's debut. I think it was against the Twins at Rogers Center after getting traded over. I remember that like when I was just clearly. I think that Max Scherzer start will be a very similar memory for me. I do. I remember when the Raptors won. Yeah, I'm a diehard Raptors fan as well. Unfortunately, I'm a fan of basically every Toronto team. Yeah, that was an incredible David Price game. I agree, Faith. Yeah, Springer Dinger. Yep, David Price, 2015. The horrible strike call against Ben Revere. Terrible. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I'll be going live more. Troy gifted like 50 members, so I'm going to be going weekly, even if they get eliminated. I also know I'm hunched over a little bit. It's approaching 2 in the morning here, so bear with me. Roy Halladay was such a stud. Gone too soon, unfortunately. Rest in peace. Vladdy Jr. I really like Jansen a lot. I mean, do you guys remember obviously I was making videos at the time. Like the Gabriel Moreno, Jansen, and Kirk. We had the September when, they were all 3 on the team. They made the right call. Kirk is by far the best out of the 3. It's a great call by the front office. But he's athlete was probably 100%. I remember calling my friend on Snapchat or something at the time and flipping out. That Vladdy grand slam too. That was a historic moment. Joe Carter Joe Carter walk-off grand slam, yeah. Or walk-off home run, wasn't a grand slam. 8 likes away from 100. If you guys are lurking in here just listening, can you pop in and hit the like button, please? If you want to. You obviously don't have to. It'd be nice though, I'll get to 100. What's one player you wish played for the Jays not named Ohtani? Like what are you like with this core? Do you mean players that they were rumored to get? Or do you mean just in general? The best thing about Doc, Almar, Dave, Steve. The Blue Jays Texas series was wild. My friend was from Texas and couldn't believe crazy. If it's about like if any player, like I don't know, Juan Soto or Paul Skeens, if it's players they were involved in, Juan Soto or Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do you think of the Seattle crowd and how they reacted to George's injury? Obviously, you should never boo a player that's down. I wasn't at the arena. Were they actually booing that? Was it Jays fans booing Brian Wu hitting George Springer? I don't know. So I'm not going to speak too much on it. Don't boo players that are down. Don't cheer players that are hurt. Don't send death threats and send Instagram messages to anyone's family like they're doing for Brendan Little. It's all stupid stuff. It's sports at the end of the day, and they're all individuals. So I think it's my stance on it. Trout? Pass. Aaron Judge, actually. Yeah, that's a better one. Probably Aaron Judge over Juan Soto. Aaron Judge is nuts. Yeah, they did. That was stupid at the time as well. Like, don't do that either. Like Raptors fans, yeah. Trout and the Chase would be insane. I remember going to the exhibition stadium and watching Lloyd Mosby, George Bell, and Fred McGriff while sitting in the outfield grandstand. Incredible. I wish I had that experience. I watched the Jays lose like 18-1, like 10 or 13 years ago, before like in 2014 or something. And Ezekiel Carrera, maybe it was 2016. I don't remember, but it was a regular season game. Ezekiel Carrera finally got like a solo home run to make it 18-2, something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like whether or not I don't know for sure what they were cheering. It's dumb if that was the case. Yeah, I mean Aaron Judge. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Might be me being crazy. I hate that he's a Yankee, but I love him as a player. Like, he seems like a great guy from all accounts. Seems like a great. I mean, he's the best hitter of our generation. I just wish he wasn't on the Yankees. I actually don't mind Aaron Judge. Is that a crazy take? I don't know. Maybe you guys will disagree. Guess he's not there retiring. Nah, he'll be good next year, AJ. Excuse the yawns. I like Guerrero and Kirk. Me too, Oscar. You have to trade Vladimir to the team. You get any player back. Who do you get? Scooble, Judge, Judge. 100% Judge. I do, Tito. I do think Bo will resign. Yeah, like I agree. I don't hate Aaron Judge. Like, he's a freak in nature, and he's unbelievable. Jazz Chisholm, on the other hand, kind of annoys me. Well, I don't know why I brought him up randomly, but I just remembered the stuff. I have some very faint memories of Jimmy Key, Dave Steve, Jack Morris, Stottlemyre. Great pictures. There. We hit the 100 likes, folks. Thank you. This has been a long stream, kind of. Not really. Hour 20. Schemes over Scooble? Yes. Yep. Every day. Every day. I think Bo resigns. Do you think you're going to do another video on live on YouTube tomorrow? Yes or no? A video? Yeah, there'll be a video at 9 a.m. tomorrow. A live stream? Probably not. There'll be a video tomorrow night following the game, most likely, no matter what happens, win or lose. Now, if it's a loss, the season's over, and you'll see a video after the game tomorrow, and you'll probably see a bunch more videos in the coming days. There'll be press conferences, all these different things. If they win, you might see a live stream instead of a video tomorrow night if they win. I'm sure you guys would want that. It'd be like the same time because it doesn't end till late. School is probably better than Otani. I don't agree. At least overall as a player. As a pitcher, yeah. Hope Bichette is good. Spot. Yeah, I agree. Troy is the man. He is. He is. 50 gifted members this stream. Crazy. Folks, in 24 hours, our season might be over. Crazy. Or we'll be fighting for a game 7. I'll try to go live. I have a basketball game before the game, and then I think I'm going out to my friend's house to watch the game, so I can run home and do a stream probably after the game. Boy, will I be tired though. Exactly. But it's not going to be. It'll be a win, and we'll be vibing. And Game 7 will be the next day. Let's put that into existence. Oh, it's going to be so stressful. That is going to be stressful, folks. The Jays can do it. We need big runs. I agree. Gonna be tough, man. I don't know. It will be tough. I think they're gonna do it though. I really do. But it's about to hit midnight over there in the Eastern time zone, correct? I believe it is gonna hit midnight there. Anything worth doing is hard. True. I would love to find a suitor from Santander. No way. They're not gonna do that. No one's gonna want him. But I think he's also gonna be fine next year. I agree, Lucas. I'll be ending the live stream here probably in a few minutes. It's late. 145 you guys though. Crazy. The Leafs off. I wonder if any will show up to the game. The Leafs don't play tomorrow. They played today. They lost in. I just had a stream on Leafs Digest before this one. They lost in overtime. Sadly. Sadly. I agree, Coy. I have a feeling Savage is going to come out with guns blazing at the Sky Dome and will be supremely pumped. Jays Digest forever. Thank you, Toronto Blue Jays fan. I appreciate it. Love your vids, Nick. Thank you, Latte. I appreciate that as well. You guys are so kind tonight, and every live stream for that matter. Putting some good voodoo into the universe here. Had to go live for the first time since January, I think. Thank you, Lucas. Everyone in here, I'll have a video tomorrow 9 a.m. Let me know if you came from the live stream in the comment section, and I'll heart all the comments that say that tomorrow morning. I think it's been I think my last live was January. Yeah, I can double check, but pretty sure it was. It was the Sasaki time, right? So it would have been winter. 6 months ago. It was when Vladdy signed. Actually, I was wrong. It was April. It was when Vladdy signed his contract. I was live when it broke. Yeah, I used to be more consistent with it. Just been very busy with work, I guess, content creation and stuff. But I can promise you guys once a week here for the next while. Probably Saturday nights. It's probably the night. See some familiar faces. The game tomorrow is at 8:03 Eastern, I think. 8:09 Eastern? It's 8:09 Eastern. No, 8:03 Eastern tomorrow. 8:03. I agree, Toronto Blue Jays fan. Win tomorrow, and we'll have another stream like this maybe tomorrow night where we can all kind of event. I think they give Bo at least 2 year more than that. Yeah, they'll offer him a full deal. 5:03 p.m. PST. Oh, yeah, it'll be over late. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so maybe I'll probably rock a stream tomorrow. I probably won't do a post game video then if it's that late. So I'll probably be a stream tomorrow. Would you guys want to tune into a post game live stream tomorrow, no matter the result? Would you guys like to see that? I can do that for sure. Probably. If they lose, a video will actually probably have to go out, but figure it out. We will figure it out. Any comment, that'd be cool for sure. I can always do a video and a stream. We'll see. Bye. you're not here in Florida, gonna hit it. That's the stream next. See, look for you tomorrow night. You'll see me in some form tomorrow. Video tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern as well. But thank you, Peterson, for your support. Means a lot. Folks, any final questions for me? I'm gonna wrap up here. This has almost been an hour and a half, which kind of just sparked the stream up randomly. It's kind of just a random stream out of nowhere. Have a good night, Lucas. Appreciate you chatting the whole night. Kind of a random stream out of nowhere. You guys loved it. Any final thoughts for me? Any questions for me? I know I don't get to. Good night, Lucas. I know I don't get to. You guys probably don't get to talk to me one-on-one that often. Any final questions you got for me before we wrap up? I'll take them, and then I'll head to sleep. Shane, also appreciate you and Troy and everyone here. You guys have been crazy. This season is a successful season no matter what. A little bit landmark. I think you Savage will do it though. No problem, Lise. Thank you for the support and kind words. Has anyone told you look like? No. I don't even know who that is. Nope. I would disagree with that, but teach their own. Troy, final question. Do cats come in different colors or just fur? You got me. Anyone else? I don't know the answer to that. Is that like a question that I should know the answer to, Troy? It's too late for this. My brain isn't working. Thank you, Grillox? I don't think so. Thank you for the 5, Troy. I'm assuming the answer is fur, right? It's just different fur colors. I don't think they're actual. I think their actual bodies are different colors. Who knows? I don't think we see little tomorrow for those, for what it's worth. Oh, excuse me. I don't think we see. Well, folks, I agree. Moonshot for Kirk tomorrow. You did. I had to make sure it wasn't a trick question. Nathan Lucas and Miles Straw need to resign. Well, I appreciate the compliment, articulate. Folks, incredible stream. Thank you. I mean, support's been incredible, right? Don't know what else to say. Troy, Bennett, Troy with the donations, 50 gifted members. Bennett with your 10 gifted. Everyone in here who's chatting. Shane, man in the chat. I appreciate each and every single one of you. All positive vibes today. All positive vibes. And I think we all needed it. It's great to chat with you guys as well with, usually I'm in video form, getting some live stream formats going, but crazy stream, folks. Leave your predictions. Last thing we'll do, leave your predictions, score for tomorrow one more time. I know I did it earlier. Do it one more time for me, and then we'll wrap up. I've never held my mic this close. I wonder how this sounds. Make sure you like and subscribe. Agreed. I'm going 8-6 Blue Jays. 8-6. Great time meeting. I'll keep up with all the content. Thank you, Bennett. Appreciate the donations and the gifted membership. Nice meeting you as well. Take it easy. Thank you for the support and the good chat this evening. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. I agree, Albert. 16-1. Crazy. $14-8 Jays. Jays 8-4. Okay. 7-3 Jays wins. This changes everything. It does. People always get a laugh when you guys comment that. All right, folks. Have a fantastic evening. You guys are the best. You mean the world to me. Video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Be there. Appreciate you guys. Leave a comment down below if you of you are coming from the stream in tomorrow's game or tomorrow's video. And hopefully we talk about a Jays win here soon. Take it easy, folks, and appreciate it.